You want to line up your crankcase bolts if you're not sure where they go. The best way that I've found to do them is, what I've done is taken the upper case here. I've taken the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts and put all the gold ones into the crankcase main bearing mains. I call these the mains right here, just like an engine, just like a V8 American engine. These are what's called, these are where the main bearing caps go. So, and in English, in the old days, we had 2 bolt mains for regular cars, and we had 4 bolt mains, which had 2 here and then 2 next to them. They were heavy duty, either for trucks or for high performance cars. So what I've done is I've lined up all 4 of the same gold ones that I have, or actually I had 5 gold ones. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. No, 5 right there, I'm sorry. Kind of lost count there. So I made sure that they all look correctly. And then I have 3 smaller ones, which are silver, and they all line up on this side of the crankcase, which corresponds to 1, 2, 3. And then of course I have this little dowel, and this is another it's another deal. I'm going, okay, well, where did it come from? Where do I think it goes? The engine only shows me having 2 dowels up here. That's fine. So what I did was I looked everywhere else around the crankcase and decided, okay, is there any place else a dowel could go? And I did find a place. This is where I think it goes. I've taken a little dowel right here and I look down here, and this is going to be the water pump cover right here. There'll be an O-ring that goes around here, all the way around here and here. And if you look down here, you'll notice there's a little wider spot where this screw or bolt hole is, right down here. I'm pushing it in with my finger like that, and I think that that is where that goes. And as I said before, these dowels are used to line up a case cover, a cover that goes on here. It lets it seat exactly where it's supposed to seat, so it's not off kilter by just a little bit and causes leaks, which you don't need. We're going to have our oil pump, which will go here. Our water pump will go down in here partially, but we're getting ahead of ourselves now. So I'll take this out before it falls out. Let's see if I can get it out. Well, I'll have to take a set of needle nose. The next thing we'll do is I'll put this right next to this case. After I put the camera down, I'll take some swabbies. Swab the decks, mates, you lads. Hope I said that right. And I'll take my Moto Seal and I will go over this area one more time on the flat side of the case, not this one because it's got all the components in it. Then we'll take it and turn it onto the top and put it down, and then what we're going to do is take a torque wrench right here and torque all these little bolts down to 9 pounds, or they even have it metric. I mean, I mentioned they would have it metric because it's a metric bike. Anyway, you torque all the little bolts down to 12 Nm or 1.2 kgf. I have no idea what that means. It must be Russian. Or what I'm used to is right here, 9 foot-pounds. Now, for some reason, one last thing, Honda wants you to dip the end of the bolts right here, the threads, into a little bit of oil right here before you screw them in. So if that's what they want you to do, that's what it'll do. I've never heard that before, but maybe you'll make the bolts stick better. Maybe it'll make them easier to come out. Could be both. I'm not sure. As we continue with Project Honda Ruckus, a complete rebuild. And this time, it's for real.